What's going on, guys? It's your boy Spudzie here, and today I have some more low intensity DPS builds for you. The first video I made featuring low intensity builds covered all the Inner Dragon specs and was overall well received. Since then, I've been asked to make similar videos for the rest of the specs in Guild Wars 2. To make things easier in Path of Fire, I've decided to split this video up into 3 parts. The first part, which is this one, will cover my favorite kind of classes, the heavies. These videos are made to help people who want to try getting into endgame PvE, but just need a place to start without having to learn a complex rotation to even step foot in these places. These builds I'll be showcasing average above 25k DPS with minimal button presses. These are not the best DPS builds, but are just an alternative or starting place to those who are looking for an easy and laid back experience. That being said, these builds are more than capable of clearing most of the content in Guild Wars 2's endgame. Now, let's go ahead and hop right in. The Renegade is a condition build that utilizes 6 pieces of Viper's gear with Nightmare runes, as well as full Viper's accessories. The weapon is a short bow with Viper stats as well, including Superior Sigil of Torment and Superior Sigil of Doom. For our Legend stances, we're going to be taking Kala and Malix with the traits of Corruption, Invocation, and Renegade. We'll be taking Corruption 1-3-1, Invocation 2-3-1, and Renegade 2-2-2. These traits will allow us to pump out as much Conti damage as we can to as many targets as we can. For our rotation, go ahead and start off in Malix and pop the elite skill, followed by a short bow 4-3-2. Once you're out of energy, go ahead and swap over to Kala and use Razor Claw's Rage to give yourself more bleed damage, and keep using short bow 2, 3, and 4. Once the cooldown on Malix is back, go ahead and swap back, use the elite skill, rinse and repeat. Our Conti damage will take a little bit to ramp up, but it did see a peak of 26k, averaging at around 25k. This build is fairly simple, but if you want to take it even a step further, what you could do is right as you're about to switch out of Kala stance back into Malix, go ahead and pop down another Spirit, because it will stay whenever you swap, giving you extra damage. The Spellbreaker is a giga power DPS that utilizes 6-piece Berserkers with Scholar's runes and 6-piece Berserker accessories. Weapons are a dagger main hand and an axe in the offhand with Superior Sigil of Force and Superior Sigil of Accuracy. For our skills, we'll be taking 3 signets for their passive bonuses, as well as Bull Charge and the Mending Heal. For our traits, we're going to be running Tactics, Strength, and Spellbreaker. For Tactics, you're going to want to run 1-1-1, for Strength 3-3-1, and Spellbreaker 1-3-3. These traits allow us to get a ton of passive damage by just attacking and using burst skills. You really don't have to put a lot of thought into this. It's a bunch of passive bonuses, which is really nice. Our Spellbreaker rotation is going to be a simple 3-button. Go ahead and engage with your Mending Heal skill, pop Axe 4 into Axe 5, and go right into the burst skill. From here, just go ahead and auto attack until any of these skills are back up. The priority on these skills should always be Axe 4, Axe 5, and then burst skill. But make sure that before you do any of these skills, do not interrupt your auto attack, because your third hit on the auto attack is your most damaging hit. If you want to take it a step further, you can actually increase your damage by weaving in your heal skill and Bull's Charge in between the auto attacks to try and proc that 10% extra damage on peak performance. This build averaged around 25 to 26k DPS, and Spellbreaker is honestly just tons of fun, super good right now. Go ahead and give it a shot. Everyone's favorite, the Firebrand, is a conditioned DPS build that runs full Viper's gear with Superior Rune of Balthazar, and also full Viper's accessories. Our weapons are a Viper's Axe and a Viper's Torch with Superior Sigil of Fire and Superior Sigil of Bursting. For our skills, go ahead and take whatever you want for the heal and elite skill, as those don't matter as much, but you're going to want to go ahead and run Purging Flames, Mantra of Flame, and Signet of Wrath. These will give us more burn damage as well as passive Conti damage on the Signet. For our traits, we're going to go ahead and run Radiance, Virtues, and Firebrand. We're going to go and take Radiance 2-2-1, Virtues 3-3-1, and Firebrand 1-3-1. Our traits will allow our axe to deal more damage and sometimes proc a nice amount of burst damage. Our opener for the rotation is Purging Flames. into Act 2 and Torch 4. Follow this with all 3 charges of Mantra of Flame, and go ahead and repeat these abilities on cooldown. Just make sure that you're pressing Torch 4 whenever it lights up while you're doing this. Spamming these 4 buttons would average me around 24k DPS. If you wanted to take this a step further, what you could do is actually time your abilities to where they wouldn't interrupt your auto attack chain. If you did this, your DPS would actually go up, as the auto attack chain for Axe is actually pretty big for your damage. And there you have it. Those are 3 of the 9 classes done for Path of Fire. If this video helped you, please leave a like and a subscribe, as it helps out a ton. If you have any questions, feel free to join the Discord, link in description. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.